Centurion and Supreme boats don't just make boats. We manufacture momentum in the wakeboarding industry. And the obvious result of that success is 80% market share increase over the last 4 years and 151% increase in unit sales over that same time period. And yes, this is all happening in an economic slowdown of sorts in our industry. We are still gaining momentum. But that's probably not the most impactful indicator of the success and the momentum that we're manufacturing at this point. The most important thing that we've seen change is mind share. We've seen the sentiment of customers towards our brands shift. And this momentum is propelling that shift. And we are in a position right now to continue on this upswing, mainly because we are changing the minds of wakeboard enthusiasts. I've been in this industry for going on 27 years. I've worked for 3 different boat manufacturers, and I have never, in my almost 30 years of experience, had a year like this past year when it comes to customer sentiment about a brand and feeling the momentum that others happen to be feeling with a particular brand, and hearing that verbalized at a boat show. In fact, this past boat show season was probably the first time I realized that this shift in momentum, in owner sentiment, was really pointing towards Centurion and Supreme. I'm no longer having conversations at a boat show or at a wake surf competition that is explaining our brands to a customer that is completely unfamiliar with Centurion and Supreme. Now, we're having conversations about what makes us different, that we were the first to introduce a wake surf boat, that we are the best wake surf wave on the market. We're having these conversations because customers are seeking out to substantiate the shift that they feel in the momentum in the industry. Even those that own competitive product are coming to us going, why is Centurion everywhere? Why do I see this boat pulling all of the wake surf competitions? Why do I see the world champions being towed behind this boat? Why do I see these boats at salute to service events? Why do I see these boats everywhere? Tell me what's different about them. That is the mindshare shift. That is the real proof that our momentum is not only being manufactured, but it is on the upswing. Probably the biggest driver behind this shift in customer sentiment, this momentum that we're creating with the Centurion and Supreme brand, is the product development. We have released 11 new models over the last 4 years and the new Predator Power Tower. Now, that feat in and of itself in that short a time period is amazing. But couple that with the fact that the last 4 years are probably the most volatile our world has ever seen. Yet we kept those releases consistent and frequent. There's something to be said for that. Even in the last 18 months, we've released 3 new boat models and a new tower, the Predator Power Tower. Now, that Predator Power Tower was a joint engineering effort between Roswell Marine and Centurion Boats, and it took the entirety of both engineering teams to get that tower released to market. And it is an amazing piece of machinery. It not only functions perfectly and offers something that really no other tower on the market has ever been able to do, but it looks like it was made to go with a Centurion boat because it was. We also released the FE22. The FE22 took 6 months to get to market. Now, we wish we would have had a longer period of time for that release. However, we identified kind of a hole in the market where we wanted an entry Centurion, something that was a more approachable price point, but that had a surf package in it that was something even the most seasoned surfer would not be ashamed of. They would love the package and be able to pull off world championship level tricks behind this boat. That's where the FE22 came from. We also developed 2 new models, in fact, a new series for 2025 in the NV213 and the NV233. These 2 boats were really inspired by the FE22 and that entry Centurion brand position that it held. Now, we developed 2 boats from the water level up to be something that you could be proud of at the launch ramp because they look amazing, but they create a wave that is something a world champion would covet. This is a boat and a series of boats that will get you into the Centurion brand in a great package as far as the feature set, but for a very, very reasonable price. It is our product development that is really the driver behind the momentum we're manufacturing today. Not only have we made the hard decisions to invest in product development for the benefit of our current and future customer base, we have extended those difficult choices to all areas of our business. Some may even seem counterintuitive looking from the outside in. We had to pull back our production in early 2023, while at the same time incentivizing inventory, stock boat sales. We've also made a concerted effort to market and market well that new product that we are continuing to invest in and release into the market. And we are doing that with individual substantive marketing. And what I mean by that is we are, some might say, making things harder on ourselves or more difficult by doing things on an individual basis with our customers, doing things that are not automated, that are not just an auto email that goes back to a customer, but a real conversation had over the phone, in person, via email sometimes. We do that through post-deposit nurturing. We do that through our Waterproof Tour demo series. We do that at our World Series of Wake Surfing events. We do that with our We Wake Waves events, which are waves of positive change that we support partners of ours in all over the United States and really all over the world. We work with organizations like Not On Call. We work with Operation Get Out, Operation Wake Surf. We work with our Heroes Tour, you name it. And we help service charities give back to those who are in need, to our servicemen and women and first responders, and give them that much needed day on the water. But we do it on an individual basis. We don't crank these events out. We don't try to get as many people to participate as possible. We want these to be efforts in our branding and our marketing, but more than anything, there are authentic need to give back and make lives better. That is what we do. But that's a hard choice to make in a current economic time that is all about cutting and all about less investment, especially in things that don't directly equate to a spreadsheet or a bottom line. These are things that are eternal returns that we receive. These are things that may move mindshare, may change momentum in customer sentiment, but they also cost a lot and require a large investment. But we are willing to do that because we know we have to manufacture our own momentum. It's not being dictated to us. It's not being given to us. We are not riding a wave that our industry is on right now. If anything, it's quite the opposite. But we continue to make that investment day in and day out. That's how we're manufacturing this momentum. We wouldn't be experiencing any of this current momentum, this trajectory that we are on, without our dealer network. They're embracing this idea that extra investment, even in a time of uncertainty, is going to manufacture our own momentum. They have done this really in remarkable ways, in ways that we could have never imagined. They have gone all in with us on this path. Some of them have built new dealerships. Some of them have added additional locations. Some of them have remodeled their location completely, added more inventory, added a breadth of product that is a little bit risky. Some of them have committed to have a World Series of Wake Surfing event and invested in that event, as well as doing a waterproof tour demo day series alongside it simultaneously. And they've found success in that. They've chosen to invest in salute to service events where they're honoring first responders and military members in their area with a day on the water by investing and bringing their own boats, their own drivers, and dedicating that day or couple of days to give back to the men and women that make our water sports lifestyle possible. Our dealers are making these conscious choices every day, and they're adding to the momentum that we are seeing in the industry right now. They're even taking the opportunity to really have in-depth conversations and demos on the water with customers that own competitive product. They're being approached by these customers because there is that sense of momentum with the Centurion Supreme brand, but they're taking it so much further. We could not do any of this without the investment of our dealer network. Without the investment of our dealer network into manufacturing momentum, we wouldn't have probably our most impactful result, which is stories. The stories of individuals, of families, of organizations who have chosen Centurion and Supreme boats and want to be a part of this family. It's really through our dealer network that we get those stories. They're collected and passed on to us, and then we have the extreme opportunity and honor to recount those stories to the world. And really, they are worldwide stories. We have stories from Japan, from China, from our dealers in Europe, from our dealers in the UAE. We have stories from all over the world, and especially the United States, where that customer has received some sort of positive impact from maybe owning our boat or maybe just being around our brands. And we're able to share those, not to artificially help someone want to be a part of our brands, but really to give them a window into the type of company that we are. We want to make lives better. Let's tell you this story, and you can see yourself in that better life. That is our goal. That is our opportunity and our honor. And as a Correct Craft company, that is our mission and our purpose. And we take it with such great pride. And we want to continue to manufacture this momentum. And we hope that you will be on the ride with us for many years to come.